All right. I'm just gonna go over what happened. So this is just the Dow on an intraday basis. First, you had demand come in. How do you know demand came in? Well, it says demand. All right. You had a lot of volume right here. This is what I call big green. And look at the background, all flat. So big green came in, that's demand. And it has a breakout, and it has a base, and it has a spring. So obviously, like you're gonna get some movement. It means it tried to go down and failed. So it's going the other way and it's breaking out. So demand is coming from a spring position. Um, I mean, when you have all of this, you have one attempt, two attempt, three attempt, four attempt, fifth springing, bang, demand found from that area with the breakout. It's going to test the breakout and go. So, that's just what happens. Because it tried to go down, it couldn't. That's all. And when it finally comes up here, it climaxes. Do you know if it's climaxing? Of course not. You don't know. You have to wait for secondary tests, reversals, etc. But in this case, between the high volume and the secondary test, you have evidence in the middle, not afterward, but in the middle, in the form of high volume, biggest volume in the multiple waves in the background, and this is what I call big red. You have 128. So usually you want to wait for a high volume, followed by a low volume attempt or test, followed by a sign of uh, weakness or sign of strength. But here you have it in the middle in the form of volume. Why? Because you can show you the ratios, like how to do it. So you see the high volume and the low volume. Look at the ratio, 239 to 55. That's less than 1/4. So clearly it's a low volume test. Why? It's less than 25% of the prior upwave's volume. What does that mean? It means that the demand has evaporated. It's gone. Why? Because it's less than 1/4. So, I mean, that's clear evidence. Even if it's less than a third, it's quite clear. Or it's a third or less, it's very clear. Then in the middle, you have 128. From the prior volume, look at how much it increases. 128 is very heavy. So the final comparison is 128, meaning the down wave, to the pullback up wave. And that's less than half. 128 down, 55 up. So less than half, say about, I don't know, 38%, something like that. So you have from upwave to upwave comparison, which is 239 to 55, which is diminishing volume all the way down to less than a quarter. And then you have downwave to upwave comparison of volume, which is clearly less than half. So it's 128 and then 55, so probably like 40 plus, around 40%. So you can see that the downwave has more volume than the upwave. The upwave is a low volume test and it is less volume than the downwave. This is a big clue here. The clue here is typically when you have trend, the direction that it's in, those legs will have more volume than in their pullbacks. So in a downtrend, the down waves will have more volume than the pullbacks. That is the characteristic right here, where you have 128 down and 55 up. Again, you'll see this all the time. When this stops, there's a problem, meaning that it's either consolidation or there's a turn. For example, you have 221 up here on 20, then 45 down and 60 up. Doesn't make sense. Why down wave volume should be more than up wave volume? So you hold because there could be some reversal or whatever. So you see that basically the supply diminishes and the demand is there, in that the up waves have more volume than the down waves. So lack of clarity, You don't understand what's going on, but all you know is that it's not confirming a downtrend. And then finally it gives way over here and establishes this type of behavior where it gets all messy and unreadable, or it does the opposite of what you think is usually indicative of redistribution or some type of climactic, not climactic, but consolidation. Here again, you have it established where down waves have more volume than the up waves. Again, down waves have more volume. Then over here it's after hours, so that's why the volume doesn't make any sense. And now the up waves have more volume than down waves, so either step out or look for a trend change. Possible minor trend change. Why? Because it's more amount of price and volume than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 waves in the background. Look, 6 bricks, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 4. So this has more price distance than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 waves. Anyway, long story short, what did you learn? You learned that over here you have a climax, a secondary test, and the sign of weakness in between them. You could also call this volume off the top or whatever. Doesn't matter to me. You can just supply because it's selling pressure. How was it selling pressure? It's very indicative right here, big red. Then you have your secondary test and the puke fest. All right. There are other indications. There are other indications. You could tell. You can take a look at internals and things like that, and they'll help you as well. All right. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.